Hello. Hi, guys. Hi, everyone. I am both on TikTok and YouTube, so if you guys see me going back and forth, looking this way and that way, that's what's happening. I'm just like reading and reading. Hello, Sandy over here. Hi, guys. Hola. Hey, listening. Happy Easter Sabbath. Hello. Camila Cabello. Hi, hi. Water lilies are pretty, I agree. I like the username. I feel like I'm like happy Easter to you. No, it's always beautiful, amazing, and beautiful stuff. Thank you. I appreciate it. Any new books you are reading lately? Not no, but I just ordered one from like this independent author who I found on TikTok, and I'm trying to remember the name. Man, I can't remember the name for the life of me. Dang it, I can't remember my name. I feel like if I could just, I don't know if I go check my emails, if the people on my computer, what you will see. I'm gonna check my emails to see if I can find it. If you see some blank thing, that's what's happening. I'm just checking my emails. Hopefully I won't lose you guys. But I kind of want to know what the book was because I just think it'll be fun to see. Let's see, it's called, okay, From the Mouth of oh my god, I just closed it. From the Mouth of Sirens is the book that I just ordered. So I'm excited to check that out. It is advertised as like a cross from Little Mermaid and Hunger Games and I think Pirates of the Caribbean. So I'm kind of excited about it. Like I said, I came across the author on TikTok and I just kept getting her videos. So I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna test it out because why not? I love supporting I love supporting newer authors. So yeah, I'll let you know how that goes. Okay, let me see. So I'm looking here at YouTube and I'm looking here at TikTok. So let me see what they say here and then I'll hop on over here. You hear weird backgrounds. That is because there are people down. Well, first of two reasons why. One is, oh, the mic is staticky. That is probably because I'm holding my phone right next to it. Is the mic staticky for everyone? Is it super staticky for everyone? Because that's not good. That's bad. Let me know if the mic is staticky. It is. Oh crap, that's annoying. Hold on, let me see if I like move you guys further away from each other. If it's still is it still staticky? Ugh. And I don't have any of my tripods, so I'm like having to hold up my phone with my hand. Okay, how about now? It is? It's still staticky? Now it's better? Okay. Well, hold on. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to figure it out. Okay. How about now? Am I still staticky now? Is it better? Is this better? No static anymore? Yes, static? Better? Are we good? Are we good? Way better? Okay. Let me know if I get weird. Because obviously, like, I'm holding my phone up, so, like, if my hand gets tired, I'll probably move it. So if I do move it and you guys hear static again, let me know. Okay, so the static is not on my phone, it's just on my computer. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Anyway, as I was saying before, I was saying something and I forgot what it is. So I'm gonna read the comments here and then I'll hop on over here to read comments. Oh yeah, so the weird background noise besides the static is because there are people downstairs watching like jiu-jitsu fights or whatever. So that's what's happening. Also, the little fire alarm thing, it's like low on battery, so you will hear the beeping over and over again. So that has been something that's happening the whole morning. I was working and I just kept hearing that. I don't know if you guys can hear it. And then the thing talks too. It says like low on battery. There's like woman's voice. So that's been happening. So sorry if you guys hear that. Anyway, let's see. Uh 4 wings at KFC, that's hilarious. Uh, yes, I'll check it out. Yeah, so it's from the Mouth of Sirens. I want to read it. I'll let you guys know. I told you guys that I was gonna do like a little book club thing on Discord. But I tried to do that. I did open a Discord. Nobody's invited yet because I could not for the life of me figure half of the things out. So that's not good. But maybe that should be the first book once I open a Discord and start the like book club. Maybe that should be the first book that we all read together. But yeah, Discord is confusing. I do need to just sit down and like figure it out, but I haven't sat down and figured it out. Okay, so I'm gonna pause here for a second, come here. So let's see what you guys are talking about over here. Why do I read Sarah J. Maas? Because I like a romance story. Why not? I like it. Do you like audiobooks as well? I don't listen to as many audiobooks, unfortunately, but I do enjoy a good audiobook when it's like I'm having like a long drive. I have been meaning to sort of get in the habit of doing audiobooks even if I'm not doing a long drive, like if I am going to like work or at the gym or because before I only did it in like long like like a road trip or something. So I have been meaning to get into it because that way I can read more of the books that I want to, because right now, for example, I've so behind in all my books because I just haven't had time to really like sit down and read as much as I want to, like, and when I do have time I like be able to read maybe a chapter and then it's like, well, time to go to bed or whatever it is. So I have been wanting to get more into that. And also I really want to listen to like the more graphic audiobooks. I would love to act in one as well. For those of you guys who don't know, those are like essentially when you have an audiobook, it's one person reading every character, and the narration and everything. Like they read the whole thing by themselves. And like a graphic audio, they hire like actors and they'll have like sound effects and stuff like that. So I've been wanting to get into that. I've also been wanting to get into that for like being a reader myself. I don't know how one gets into that though. But yeah, so to answer your question, I'm not as into it as I want to be, but I want to get into it more because I feel like I'm wasting my time when I could be reading some of my favorite books, just like driving to work or the gym or wherever the heck. So, you know what I'm saying. Honest review of identical book. I don't think I know what identical book is. Can I laugh if you accidentally drop your phone? Probably. Probably. Okay, so that's that. Let me pause here for a second and then I'll come here and then I'll go back there afterward. So over here we've got oh my god. Wait, hold on. I live in India and subscribed to your channel 3 months ago. I find it difficult to join your live sessions. Oh, well, I don't usually come on at this time. Oh, I probably come on at a worse time because I usually come later. You're totally right. I need to like space out. First of all, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. I appreciate it. But you're right. I totally need to like space out my lives to kind of accommodate that. The good thing about YouTube, and one of the reasons that I started also going on live on YouTube, is because I also post them afterward. I know that's not the same thing because you're like, okay, I'm not gonna watch the live. I want to like participate in the live fully. Understandable, but it is there. And but I definitely need to like space it out so that more people with different time zones can join. And that's also why I wanted to do the Discord, that I will figure out, I promise, because that way I can have like constant chatter with people, and you guys can also chat with each other and like we can catch up and stuff like that. But again, it's more difficult than I thought. It like made no sense to me. The first thing, this was the first hurdle that I came across, which was that like I opened it, and then it was like, okay, now pick your thumbnail. And I wouldn't let me pick my thumbnail. But then I did it on my phone, and it let me pick my thumbnail. So confused. And after that, I was like, okay, that's enough for the day. So it's coming, but you know. Jeremy Irons does an amazing job in The Alchemist. I've read The Alchemist way back when. But I'd never heard the audio. Emma doesn't want to change her smoke detector battery. She's waiting to see which of the two so-called alpha males courting her is going to reveal secret sim nature and change it. I also, yes, I'm with Emma on that one. I'm waiting for someone to change it for me. No, the thing is so high. You need like a massive elevator. You don't need an elevator. You need stairs. I'm not tall enough for it, so. You're the best. Thank you. New glasses. They're not new, but I rotate between glasses that are like my favorite. And right now I'm wearing these because this is the vibe. I felt like it matched the sweater really well. So that's why I chose these glasses. Yeah, you need a ladder. Yeah, not an elevator, a ladder. You need the ladder to get it because it's like the ceiling is really high. It's like super high. So that's why. Okay, pause here, come here, and then I'll go back here, I promise. Okay. Hello, hello. Hi, everyone that's saying hi to me. Hello. I missed you. Thank you so much for joining my live. We haven't chatted in such a long time. Thank you for those who are following me. Hey, Steph, how are you doing? I'm doing very well. Thank you for asking. For those of you guys who hop in and are very confused, I'm on YouTube here and TikTok here. That's why you'll see me going back and forth. ¿Hablas español? Sí, nací en Venezuela. Hablo español. Okay, I think I cut up here, actually. I thought there were more messages. Oh, no, there are. No, that's it. All right, well, I'm caught up on TikTok, so back to here. Definitely matches the vibe. Thank you. I felt like I was in between these and the ones that I've been wearing lately, which are like the fake black frame glasses that I wear a lot. But sometimes I like to give those a break because, as you can imagine, they're actually really heavy. It doesn't feel heavy. It's not like I'm like it feels heavy on my face. But after a couple of hours of wearing them, it does kind of start feeling heavy. So unless I'm going to the office and I feel like wearing those glasses because it matches my outfit, I try to wear other glasses when I'm working because they're like lighter on my face. I don't know if that makes sense. I feel like this is like a what are you talking about? But it makes it for me. If anyone wears thick glasses, it makes sense. It's like a step ladder, but like a tall step ladder, not one of those like step ladders that has like 2 steps. No, like this is like a so I guess I guess a ladder actually. A step ladder, but like a tall one with like 10 steps. I don't know. Hi from India. Hello. Book update my book. So book update for me is I told you guys last time I finished my first draft. It's a fucking mess. And I happen to have a friend who knows someone whose mother is a published author. Completely different than the kind of stuff that I want to write, but I asked her to reach out to her mom because now that I'm in like the second draft, I'm like, okay, what is the best way to like approach a second draft? Like what is like recommendations and what I should be looking for, like what I should be doing. So the mom agreed. So I need to email her and set up a time to chat with her so I can get some advice because I don't want to start it and do more than I need to or less than I need to, right? Like I don't want to I want to do it right. So that's a vibe. So the plan is to do that and then eventually start. I'll probably take like a month or two of like some minor replanning that I need to do because there's some massive plot holes that I found while I was writing draft one. And then there's this other story that I really want to do, and I might just start planning that one just to get it out of my head, just so it's out there. But anyway, so that's about it. Any cool life updates? No, I mean, minus what I just said. That's like a cool life update for me. I am not technically a white girl. I don't know what that means, but I was born in Venezuela. My Spanish is my first language, so it's yeah. Okay, so pause here. Come here. Um, I love your glasses. Thank you. I love these glasses. You're looking different. Good different, or like, oh girl, you need some sleep different. Hopefully good different. Maybe it's the lighting, because you guys normally see me in one setting, which is like my bookshelf behind me. I usually put the ring light on. This is like I'm counting on natural light right now, so maybe that's why. I did not move. I am not at home. Long time no see. Thank you for joining again. Um, out of all the common tropes you act out, what's the one you like least? Um, mm, I feel like when I act out these tropes, I have probably at some point mentioned that I don't like them as much. But some of my least favorite common tropes are the the let's see. I'm not a huge fan of like a lot of the love triangles. Um Obviously there are exceptions, but I'm not a fan of a lot of them, or a lot of the miscommunication tropes. I feel like if you do a miscommunication trope, the only way that it works for me is if you've already established that this character or that character or whatever, they're bad at communicating with each other. And so for me, a successful miscommunication trope is where the characters are communicating to the best of their capability, but they're not like understanding each other. What I don't like is that, like in the typical rom-coms, this is like the best example that I can think of off the top of my head, but in the rom-coms where you're like, the person's about to knock on the door and they're like, hear them speaking and they're like, what is that? And then they hear them, yeah, like, my life was derailed when she came into my life, and then she's like, and she runs off crying, and then right after she runs off, the guy continues the conversation, like, but she's made it so much better for it. I fucking hate that. I hate that. And then it's like, and then they like block them from anywhere. We're never gonna speak again. It's like, no, chat about it. How about you just talk it out? You talk, just like chat, have a conversation. I don't like that. And the other one that I'm not a fan of is the pregnancy trope, and I'll explain that because I feel like some people when they hear that, like, oh, you don't like pregnancy trope, like you just don't like when people are like pregnant and running a family. What I don't like, because I've seen the pregnancy trope usually done in one of two ways, which is either the freaking character's a teenager, think Twilight, they're a literal teenager, they didn't want to get married and start a family right away, but for whatever reason, the author just decided, there's not enough drama in this last book because everything's resolved. Let me just get them pregnant. And they're like, this person's like 18. Why? Like, why is that the ending of the story? Like, like it just feels like they do it for not because it makes sense for the character, but because they don't know what else to write. Like, I don't know. That's what it feels like to me. Yeah, or again, it's just done because, like, yeah, like, basically it's when they don't have anything, like, when they feel like they don't know what to do with the character, and then they decide pregnancy is like, no. For me, it's like, if you're gonna do pregnancy at the end, let it be because, like, the entire story, somebody was talking about how, like, they wanna be a mom, they wanna start a family, like, they can't wait to do that, and then at the end they get pregnant, like, cool, then I'm okay with it because it's like, yeah, that's what the character has been saying they wanted from the beginning. That's fine. But when they're like, no, I want to live my life and go to college and work and start a business and then maybe start, but then you get them pregnant at 17 and you're like, no, why? Like, why? I don't know. Again, unless that's part of the story, that you're purposely doing that to like have a story of like, I don't know, a young mom and like navigating through life. Unless that's your story, then I'm like, throw it out. I don't want it. Throw it out. Thank you for the question. That's a good one. I feel like I rambled. I keep seeing that you guys on both ends were writing, and I was just like rambling on. So I apologize for that. So I just read a question from here, so I'm gonna read some from here, and then I'll go back here. Yeah, I just needed to ramble. I could see that you guys were writing, but I was like, hold on, I need to get this out. So I was like, give me a second. Somebody deleted their message or message retracted. I don't know what that means. Every post lately has been amazing. Loving this era of stuff. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I've been really playing around with my content, I feel like. Because I feel like for the longest time, I didn't really have a lot of people who, like a lot of followers who were really into like the nerdy vibes. And so now I feel like I have a lot of I feel like my followers like are like, yeah, like whatever weird thing you want to throw at us, sure, I'll go for it. And I like reached that point, or I think I have, who knows. And that just makes me feel like I can be like, okay, well, let me kind of like do the kind of content that resonates with readers in general, but also let me do the kind of content that is also a little bit more like niche and nerdy and stuff like that, because I feel like you guys, even if you don't get it, you'll be like, cool, go for it, like, you know. So it feels great, so thank you for that. Venezuela, are you serious? My god, that country is effed up. I thought you're from Europe. Well, my dad's side of the family is from Italy, so that's probably why you thought I was from Europe, because my name is Italian. But no, I was born in Venezuela. Love triangle hater too. Yeah, I'm just not a fan of the love triangle thing. I just don't. Do people in Venezuela have Italian names? Well, after World War II, there were a lot of Italians who moved, and a lot of them did end up going to South America, and Venezuela was one of the places that like kind of like, yes, welcome, welcome. So so it's not like everyone, but there was, I don't know how it is now, but there was at some point a big community of Italians in Venezuela. So yeah. Miscommunication arcs. Yes, miscommunication stuff makes me mad sometimes. Again, unless it's done right. Unless the characters are established that they're just really not good at communicating, and that is a thing that they're working on, that's fine, because everyone loves a flawed character who's on a journey to get better, or flawed characters that are on a journey to become better together. Like, everyone loves that, and like, if that's the case, I have no problem with myth communication tropes. Even if they make, even when I'm like, oh, why would they do that? Like, if it makes sense for the story, I'll get over it. But when it doesn't make sense for the story, where you just want to stir up drama but you don't know how, and then you use the miscommunication trope to do it, that's when I'm like, mm, hmm, hmm. You know what I mean? That's what I'm like, oh. Yeah. Thought she was Italian American. Nope. Venezuelan Italian. Okay, pause here, come here, and then I'll go back here. Sorry, I'm like YouTube, TikTok, and poor Instagram gets left behind because it just does. Anyway, WFT's finest. Thank you. Encourage your viewers to share your live and invite more friends. Okay. Since you're a great writer, tell us what you do about Twilight, or what you think about Twilight. First of all, thank you for thinking I'm a great writer. I have no idea if I'm a great writer or not. It also just depends on your definition of what is a great writer. Because, believe it or not, like, don't get me wrong, there are a lot of things that I do not enjoy about Twilight, but when I was younger and I first started reading Twilight, when I was like a young teenager, yes, I ate those books up. I ate them up. I was obsessed. I thought it was the most romantic thing. I remember, actually, when the movies were coming out, my mom decided to read them because she knew I already had them, and I was reading, and I read them, and I loved it. And then the first movie was going to come out and people were freaking out about it. So my mom decided to read them. And after she was done with all of them, I remember asking her, I was like, oh my God, what do you think? And I was like, she's going to tell me that she loved it because it was like, it was so romantic. And I remember her saying, like, I can see why you like it. I can see what you, and I was like, I was so insulted. I was like, excuse me? You can see what I like it? Why don't you? Very confusing. But with that being said, I remember that because Twilight, whatever you think of it and whatever I think of it now, if you think of a good story as something that can captivate an audience, where you're dying to find out what happens next, then Twilight does it right. Because whatever flaws it has, Twilight managed to pull in a bunch of people that could not put the books down and was invested in this love story. Obviously, now that I'm not a teenager, there's a lot of problematic things. Absolutely problematic things, not to mention that Stephanie Meyer's own personal beliefs influence a lot of the things that the characters did that I do not believe it. Even back then, I did not like the pregnancy trope. I remember being really annoyed that was like the vibe that we were going for. But whatever you have to say about it, and yes, I do think it's like it did what it needed to do, which is it told a story that people were invested in. So that's my thought on that. Yeah, because good writing, it just depends on what you mean. Is it good? Is a good writer somebody who has amazing sentence structure? Is a good writer somebody who just knows how to tell a good story? You know what I mean? What is good writing? So that is something that Twilight does right. Would I like it now? Probably not. It's not my vibe anymore. But yeah, I was obsessed with it. I was not as much as Harry Potter, mind you, but I was obsessed. That was like not my first, but one of my first like love stories that I was like, oh my God, you know. Anyway, pause here. Come here for a second. I have been using AI recently to help me keep track of my character story and world. Sorry, I can't speak today. And world lore. This really helps me maintain continuity when writing. I mean, that's smart. You know, I think that like I'm not a fan of AI in a lot of different ways, you know, but I do think that used responsibly, it could be a good thing as long as people aren't using it to do other things. But if you're using I think it's smart if you're using it to keep track. I think especially in fantasy and stuff like that, sometimes it like everything gets so overwhelming. Anything that helps you, and also not all AI is bad. For example, I like to use Grammarly to check my grammar as I write. That's technically AI. But it's not doing the work for me. It's just an amazing tool to keep my grammar organized. So yeah, I think AI as a blanket is not like the root of all evils. It just depends on what you're using. First stream, hello, welcome. Also, I'm not sure if I've ever complimented you and how incredibly your vid fits. Oh, they always fit the characters perfectly, and the variety of different fits is awesome. Thank you. I put a lot of thought into what my characters are wearing. I would put more thought into it. I do, but sometimes I'm lazy to get some costumes out because I have them in trunks and they're like stacked one on top of each other. And sometimes I just look at the trunk and I'm like, I'm not doing it. So like I don't take out what I know could be the best outfit, but you know. Yeah, dude, that's so sus when they're young. Oh yes, it feels like a dramatic cop out. Sorry, I was like, what are you talking about? Yes, the pregnancy trope. Yes, when they're like so young and they were like wanted to see life, I'm like, no. Contradictory character development. Yes, Lacey is writing. I agree. That's when I'm like, no, this is not what your character. That's just not what your character would do. That's just like you're now not leading your book through your characters. You're leading it through plot devices. Essentially, that's what you're doing. So, yeah. Pause here. Come back here. Favorite book, movie, series adaptation. Obviously, I'll always have a special place in my heart for Harry Potter. Anything. But I will say some of the Harry Potter adaptations were not the best. They just missed a lot of information. The one that I think did it really well, where I thought the small changes that they had to do from book to movie worked. Like they still made sure to keep all the important information there. They added little parts to it that just added to the story. Like I just thought it was fantastic. Is the Hunger Games. I thought the Hunger Games did a fantastic adaptation. Um, in the movie, they add something that the books don't have, which is they add what Hamish is doing while Katniss and Peeta are in the Hunger Games. You don't see that in the books because everything is in Katniss's point of view. And I just thought it was such a clever way of doing world building, and doing character building that we don't see in the books, and it fit right into what we know later on he was doing. And I just thought it gave it more stakes to see him like fighting to try to get them sponsorships and stuff like that. So I thought those little bits and pieces added to the story, and I thought that was the best adaptation that I have probably seen in a long time. um yeah, it was loyal to the books, and also made it a good movie so that people who weren't a fan of the books weren't feeling confused or lost. Like I thought it was both a good adaptation and a good movie just like on its own. So, which to me is what a good adaptation would do. So, yeah, that's the best one. I can also tell you what the worst one that I've seen is. The one that I will never forget, and I will shout it from the rooftops, which is, you probably won't know it, but it was on the Disney Channel. They did an adaptation from these books called, I don't know if it's Tea Witches or Twitches. It's like a nickname that they told themselves, like they were twins and they were witches, so Twitches, Tea Witches, whatever you want to call it. Disney Channel did an adaptation for it. And quite honestly, they shouldn't have. They should have just done a movie about twins that were witches, because the only thing that those movies had in common with the books was that there were twins, they were witches, and they had the same names. Nothing else. Not the type of magic that they did, not the ages, not the important things that the book kept mentioning, which was the color of their eyes, not the other characters' relationship to them and to each other, not the plot line, not their personalities. They did the whole thing where, like, in the book, one of the twins was like really popular, but she was also sporty and like captain of the soccer team and smart, but she was just popular. And the other one was more like kind of like more goth and more like a little bit more of a loner and stuff like that. And what they did was they essentially made one super antisocial and the other one like a dumb. Like the popular one was just like the ditzy one. And it's like, why did you? Anyway, the worst, the absolute worst. When I hear people be like, oh my God, I love this movie. So I'm like, no, sorry. I'm like, absolutely not. So yeah, let me know if you guys hear static. I just moved my arm because it was getting tired. I like moved it closer. Anyway, I think I read that here. I'm gonna pause here. Sorry, I know that I'm like all over the place and I'm missing so many things. I'll get to your stuff, I promise. And here, okay, let me scroll up because I feel like I'm not sure where I left off. Hold on. Oh yes. Okay. Um. Wait, I'm so confused. Um. You're good, Steph. Love your ramble so much. Thank you. I'm glad because I do nothing but ramble. Um. Hell yeah, we're all for the nerdy and niche content. I'm glad. Thank you. As much as I always love enjoy seeing you, definitely miss your co-streamer, the amazing. Oh yeah, I know. I love doing. Oh, I just got a gift. Thank you. I will. Once I scroll down, I'll see who sent it and I'll thank you properly. Um. Oh yeah, I definitely love streaming in front of my bookshelf way more than anything else. But I figured that I have unexpected little hour and a half with you guys. I actually don't know how much time I have with you guys. until the jujitsu fights are over downstairs because they're like, "You want to go see it?" And I was like, "No." And but anyway, the point is, I had unexpected time, and I was like, "I can't pass this up just because I don't have my books behind me." So that's why I'm here. Um, I can't remember. I just lost my. Oh, an Italian man fleeing the ravages of World War II ends up in the port of Caracas. Sees a starry-eyed local flower seller on the beach and says, "Let us run away to America together." Then they had her. Well, then they had who would become my father because like a little bit further removed. But yes, no, well, not quite, not as romantic as that, but let's say yes because that sounds more romantic. Um, I'm a teen and I want to read Fourth Wing. Should I? How old? What teen? Because 13 is not the same as 17. So what age of a teen am I supposed to be asking that? Is that like okay to ask? Okay, don't tell me your age. Here's what we're gonna do. If you're super young teen, I would say not yet. I would say that it's a great book and you will definitely be able to read it as other parts of the series are coming out. So hold off a little bit on that because I think it's a little bit more mature. I think there's amazing other love stories that you could be reading that have a great vibe of enemies to lovers and adventure and fantasy that are a little bit more age appropriate. Obviously, you and your parents can also decide what your maturity level is. So, you know, but it is a little bit more mature. If you are an older teen, though, as in like closer to 18, then that is a decision that you can make based on your comfort level of mature content. Um, yeah, there's plenty of other ones like um, Divine Rivals is a great love story. Anything that Bridget Kemmerer does is a great love story. She does uh, what is it? Something vows. Anything Bridget Kemmerer does is great. I forget right now the names of her books, but she does great love stories that will have enemies to lover and great fantastic world building. You could definitely check those out and you won't feel like you're missing out. Even Light Lark you could do. That's also a good one by Alex Astor. So yeah, that's my advice on that. Uh, how'd I do with that? I wasn't sure how I did, but let me know. Hopefully I did that right. Pause here, come here, I'll come back. Um, that's so harsh about Twilight. Is that what I did? Oh god. Twilight was like a really good fanfic. Twilight was a great fanfic. I agree. I do agree. No. Never mind. Yes, I agree. I think that there are a lot of things that are problematic about it that I don't know if in today's day and age it would. I don't know if in today's day and age some of the things that we ignored would be ignored, if that makes sense. I'm talking about, like, of course, the fact that this man literally watched her sleep and broke into her place. You know, 800 and whatever 20-year-old vampire versus a 17-year-old girl. Um, Things like that would definitely not be the fact that he pressured to marry her, even though she kept saying that she didn't want to get married yet. That she just wanted to kind of live her life a little bit longer without getting married because she didn't want to seem, you know, like weird to her friends and family and all that stuff. And he like pressured to marry her and stuff. That's, yeah, seeing things like that. Um, Hola, por fin logro un live tuyo. Bienvenido a mi live. Muchas gracias por estar aquí. I always assume you're gonna have a heavy Spanish accent. I did. I did until not too long ago. I grew up, so I was born in Venezuela, but then I moved to South Florida, where I didn't realize it back then, but I mostly spoke Spanish throughout my day. And even when I was speaking English with my friends, because we all spoke Spanish and English, we would kind of weave in and out between Spanish and English, and we all had accents. I didn't realize it back then. Um, like I thought my English was perfect, and in fact, I was constantly told my English was perfect, and I was like, "Yes, it is. Thank you very much." Then I moved out of South Florida, and literally everywhere that I would go, including with strangers, I would literally say hi, and people would be like, "Oh my god, where are you from? Your accents." And I was like, "What accent? My English is perfect." It was not. Apparently, it was very thick. Apparently, there were a lot of words that I thought for years I was pronouncing correctly because everyone around me pronounced it the same way. It was not pronounced correctly. Um, or words that I just realized that I do know, like simple words that I didn't ever learn because I didn't realize. But whenever I would have to use that word, I would just switch to Spanish. Again, not realizing it. So then I would try to communicate for the first time with people who only spoke English, and I'd be like, huh. And it's like, can you pass me the. And I would literally just be like, I don't actually know how you say that. Since then, I've been living here for quite some time, so I do speak a lot more English during my day than I do speak Spanish. So my accent has kind of like gone a little bit. It will come back though if I ever, whenever I go visit my family, I will speak Spanish a lot. So for like a day afterward, I'll like get tripped up and I'll have a little bit thicker accent again. Or if I get really excited, like whether it's like mad or upset or just excited in general or something, my accent will again just like come out, and then I'll have to be like, hold on, stop, think, pause, and then speak again. Yeah. Um hold on. I'm like, I speak broken Spanish. What should I read to improve vocabulary and grammar? Ayúdame, por favor. If you're trying to learn a language, if you're trying to learn a language and you can't afford to go to a place that speaks that language for some time and be around people that would only speak to you in that language, the next best thing is really to use books and movies and stuff. I think one of the things that you could do is if you have a book that you like already in the language that you primarily speak, try to find it in the language of the other language you're trying to learn. Read it, and then as you're reading it, like if you can, listen to the audiobook so that you can associate the words with how they're pronounced. And that actually helps, I think helps a lot. Um, because you start, obviously that won't that obviously then you'll still have to find a way to like speak it more, because that is another challenge, but this at least will help you know the pronunciation and associate the words and like learn that language. Um, yeah. Love your blip videos. Thank you. I have one planned and I just haven't done it. Because same with the other series that I have where the characters switch the stories. Those take a little bit longer to edit, and I have been so lazy, and I have them written and I just haven't done them, and I'm just like, ugh. But I promise I'll get to it. Let your hair down. I think it's beautiful. Thank you. But right now it's dirty. I need to wash it. So that's why it's staying up. Because I have the type of hair that I have is very oily. So it gets really greasy really fast. So we're not going to let it down because I don't want you guys to see how greasy it is right now. But thank you. Pause here. I'm coming here. Hold on. I'm like lost. One funny thing I want to say to you is that I have never read a novel except for my assignment, so I just relate your content with movie-based a novel, but still love your content. Thank you, I appreciate it. I do try to, even though my stuff is mostly based on books, I do try to have content where it's like where it's characters in general. because I feel like even if you don't read a lot, then you watch movies, you watch TV shows. Everyone consumes at least one of those content. So I feel like it would be easy to understand at least kind of where I'm coming from, even if it's not from a book. So I'm glad that you do that, and I appreciate that you follow me anyway. That means a lot. Um, it's a tool. Oh, so AI. It's a tool that can help keep track of what you do. You can easily tell when some person just generates a short story because they were completely lazy. Yeah, I agree. I think AI for that kind of stuff to help organize, to help with grammar. I think it's a great tool, and why not use it? And I agree. And you can usually tell when somebody is asking it to do the work for you, which I definitely do not agree with. Um, and yeah, but yeah. Have you seen an interview with a vampire? Yes, I have. I have not seen Vampire Hunter Deep Bloodlust. That one I haven't seen. I have seen Interview with a Vampire, but years ago. I feel like I need to see it again. I just saw clips of it on TikTok. It like started popping up in my FYP for some reason, and I was like, "Oh my god, I don't think I appreciated." Well, there's a new show about it. Is that the one you're talking about? Because if so, no. Talking about the movie, then yes. But I didn't appreciate it back then, so I need to watch it. And I need to watch the show. It's a show, right? Or a new movie. There's a new version of it that I need to watch. Um, The Hunger Games is a ripoff of Japan's Battle Royale. Oh, well, I haven't seen that one, but I did read the books, The Hunger Games. They were, they were amazing. Gotta head out for now. Hope to see you again by the time you're still live later. Have a great rest of your day. And if I don't catch you again on my live, I will catch you in the next one. Um, Hello, Lisa. Okay, so pause for. Oh, actually, let me just finish real quick, and then I'll come here. I'm 35. Do you think I'm old enough to read Fourth Wing? Definitely, you'll enjoy it very much. Um, I don't know if I've read The Outsiders. What was it about again? Oh, you're telling it to like a teen. Yes, that's good. Um, why is it showing up a message retracted for me for this person? Um, Peter or John? Peter or John Ambrose. I had a little place in my heart for Peter, but I don't think they last in college. I do think they break up in college, personally. But yeah. But I like for a high school boyfriend. Okay, so pause here. Actually, I'm cut up here, so I'm gonna come here. Um we have not discussed my WFT past in a while, thank goodness. The smoke detector. I know. I know. I'm not tall enough to reach it, and I am not getting up on a really tall ladder because it freaked me out. So, um, I'm waiting patiently for it to get fixed for me. Yeah, I know it's really annoying. I did not think that through when I came live. It's been going on for so long that I actually just forgot that it was happening. I don't know if you know what I mean, or you just like blank it, but yes. Um, I have read Akatar and I really do enjoy it. Do I find issues with certain things? Yes, I do. But overall, I really enjoyed the story. It's probably one of my favorite series that I'm reading right now, like that are still like coming out and stuff like that. It's probably one of my favorite ones. Uh, that sounds violent and romantic at the same time. Which one? So sorry. Which one? Oh god, we've talked about several and I'm not sure which one. Some comments were filtered. What are you guys saying that they have to filter it? Have you read Midnight Sun? I have not read Midnight Sun. I have heard snippets of Midnight Sun, and they make Edward seem worse than he did in Twilight, which I didn't think was possible. So, yeah. Uh, I went to Amazon Prime you a 9V battery. Thank you. Thank you. I promise I'll get fixed, guys. I'm so sorry. Now that you repointed it out, I've like re-noticed it. I had kind of blocked it from my memory. Um, how are you, pretty girl? I'm doing very well. Thank you for asking. Hola, hola. How's it going? It's going very well. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining me on this fine Saturday. I appreciate it. Okay, I'm caught up here, so pause here and let's go here. So TikTok, YouTube, just so you guys know. Okay, let's see. Do you do you do visual novels like Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney series? I do not. I the only back in the day I used to read like manga and stuff like that. But I don't know why I stopped, even though I really enjoyed it and I loved it a lot. But I haven't done any visual novels since, for some reason. If well, it wouldn't be if the US blocks like bans TikTok, does that mean we YouTubers get to have it to ourselves? Hopefully TikTok does not get banned because that would be really obnoxious, quite frankly. Um, but yes, if TikTok does for some reason get banned, I hope you guys, well, you guys on YouTube here are already following me, so thank you so much. You will definitely get me, of course, I won't stop. And hopefully you guys here will join me there and then on Instagram. And then that's also why I want to do a Discord so that I can have everyone kind of connect in one space where we could all chat. So that if something happens with TikTok, we can still find each other. If a new social media pops up and I start going over there. Oh, speaking of, I just started posting on my content on Snapchat on their spotlights to test it out. Um, I've just posted one, so it's not like I'm, you know, but we'll see. I don't know. Why not? Just in case. It's there. So we'll test that out. But yeah, if a new social media just gets invented, and I go there, I want you guys to be able to find me. So yeah, so I promise that I'm not going anywhere in general. Obviously we have to follow the vibe, but I'm not going anywhere. Your last one bet trope video was amazing. Oh, thank you so much. I'm glad you said that. And I'll tell you why. Because it didn't do as well as I hoped. And there were some little quirks about it that I was like, I shouldn't have filmed this. I should have filmed it like that at the very beginning. But in general, I thought I was gonna do better. That one and the other one that I did that was kind of like office style, where it was like the dark academia was speaking to the light academia character and they were kind of having a little like enemies to lovers vibe. I still want to do more of that and I still want to do more of the one Betro video that's like Fleabag style. I'll still do them. But I was really hoping those two would do a lot better than they did, and they didn't, and I was really upset about it. So yeah, there's that. So thank you. I actually really appreciate that you said that because I liked it. I liked it a lot. And I was like, okay, nobody else does. That's fine. Objection, Your Honor. Why? What's happening? What are we objecting to? What are we objecting to? I'm so confused. Beep. Okay, so hello, Andy. Okay, so I've caught up here, and now let me go here. My comment is being filtered because I asked for your personal details. I said I wanted it for Amazon. Oh, well, you just reminded me that I need to take out the P.O. box that I have on my bio because something happened and none of my things are being sent there. So I need to open a new one. You don't have to send me batteries, by the way. It's totally fine. I can buy the batteries on my own. I really appreciate you offering that. But in general, thank you for reminding me that that PO box is sending everything back to the sender or whatever the heck it does. So I need to go do a new one. That needs to be something that I prioritize. So thank you for reminding me. The problem with working in the weekends is that by the time I get out, all those places are closed. So I'm gonna have to do it Monday. Yes, I'm gonna have to write that down in my calendar after I get out of here because I can't forget that. Thank you for reminding me. Saw you on YouTube earlier was lurking the internet as I'm doing now. I'll be in and out. I love that. I love that sometimes I see you guys kind of hopping around. I don't know why. I think it's hilarious. So thank you. Today is so slow around here. Yeah, lately, the last, like, 2 times that I've been live, my YouTube has been popping more than my TikTok, and I wish that I could also have a 3rd screen for Instagram. I wonder, let's see if I could somehow make it happen. I'm gonna put you guys small over here, and then let's see if I can, I don't know, because last time I tried to be Instagram live on my computer, it didn't work. Like, I didn't wanna do it, and I don't know why. But let's try it again. Let's see what happens. Let's see. It just doesn't, it didn't work. It didn't work on my computer. It didn't work on my iPad for some reason. It just wanted to do it on my phone, but I was already using my phone, and so it just didn't work. Let's see. Can I? Nope, I can't even. Hold on. Live video. Okay, add a title. Add a title. Let's chat. Let's see if it works. Audience. Public. Next. People on YouTube, let me know if once I turn it on, if it does work. Let me know. See? Okay, so here's what happens every time I try to go on Instagram live out of my phone. It tells me that I need to copy and paste the stream key into your streaming software in order to do it. Like, I need to, like, I don't have a streaming software. This, like, I don't have a streaming software. What the heck does that mean? What the heck does that mean? So I can't do it unless I go on my phone. Which maybe I could next time. Maybe I could try to do YouTube and TikTok on my computer and Instagram on my phone. Learn more about going live with. So I need, before broadcasting live with streaming service, but what streaming service? I don't have a streaming service. Oh wait, streaming within your streaming. Within your streaming software, I don't have one. Okay, that's annoying. See, it won't let me do it. It's really obnoxious. Anyway, sorry. Okay, pause here. Let me see some comments here. I've done nothing yet today. Some analysis, but man, it's slothful Saturday nights. You're too powerful for Instagram, apparently. Apparently. I remember that day. Oh, yes, that's true. And you see that it didn't work, and then I still had to do the. Somebody remind me next time to try to go live on TikTok. Unless I do it now. No, but I don't want to lose you guys. If I start getting very little views on TikTok, then I might see if I can put you on my computer and then see if I can go live on Instagram on my phone. I don't know. Pancakes or French toast? French toast, I think. Using something like OBS software on your PC is when you'd use the key. OBS is free to download. Use if you want to check it out. I'll probably have to check it out because let me put it on a tab so I don't forget to check it out. OBS Studio. I'll check it. I'll read about it because it is very annoying. It's Adobe Express, I think. Adobe Express also. Adobe Express Live, is that kind of what I would just call it? Because I have Adobe Express, I think, but I don't know how to. I'll have to check that out. Okay, pause here. Let's see what you guys say over here. She doesn't get the Phoenix right. Oh, sorry. I guess you guys were saying something I didn't get. My bad. If you're serious about Discord, Gilded, a Discord alternative, is great for organization like calendars, schedules, forums, and is free for a lot of features that you have to pay for in Discord. Interesting. Let's put that as a tab to look that up. Gilded. chat for gaming community, but I'm not a gamer. Is that an issue? Do you think you'll do book, movie, food reviews? Maybe you sit in a Panda Express and tell us how you'd rate the Chow Mein. I do want to do book reviews at some point. I have been racking my brain about how I can do longer form videos. The reason that I hadn't done book reviews as much was because the times that I had tried, they had failed miserably. But my audience has changed a little bit, like my following has changed. My algorithm, the way my videos are being pushed out, I can tell has changed as well. So I might give it a shot. I was thinking of doing that. I was thinking maybe doing like a month wrap up of the books that I've read, and then like long book reviews of like what I read that month, and then for like short form, grab that and do like the individual reviews or something. I haven't decided yet what to do. But yes, I would do probably book reviews. And I also wanted to do movie stuff, but only if they were like book adaptations. So like maybe talking about like the differences or the similarities between like a book or like the movie or the TV show that was adapted from a book. So let me know if that's something that you guys would want to hear from me. I'm thinking of doing it regardless, but I haven't decided if just to do it for long form or to do it from long form and also grab those videos and put them into short form. Obviously, I would still do my skits. Don't worry, that would still be my main content, but this would just be something that I would sprinkle in every once in a while. So if it's something that you guys are interested in, give me like a thumbs up. If you guys are not, give me a thumbs down. And I would just do it. I would start off just doing it long form. I don't know. I haven't decided, but give me a thumbs up if that's an idea that you guys would be interested in seeing from me, seeing if I should experiment, basically. And if you do want me to experiment, this is why I need a Discord, because I need a place where you guys give me ideas which ones to talk about. Anyway, who would you pick, Edward or Jacob? I would think you'd pick Jacob because you like dark features with abs. I would pick Jacob, but not just because he has dark features with abs. Although the fact that you know that, interesting. But I would pick Jacob because I think he's less problematic than Edward. He does some kind of dumb things, dumb teenage things, sure. But the best part about it is that he's a teenager, just like Bella. And not Edward, who does a lot of really creepy, manipulative, and just, yeah, predatory things that I don't like. So Edward is out, and Jacob is the person that I would choose. And I did, and actually back in the day, even when I was first reading the books, back when I was a teenager, I was still team Jacob. So you think men cannot write women? I can see why you think that. I don't think any man can write women. I don't think that no man can write a woman. That is ridiculous. Just like, that I think that's, but I will say that the reason that I have the series that we're making fun of how men write women is because there is a large chunk of men that I have seen do the exact same things, where they essentially over sexualize their woman characters for literally no reason. I have seen the point of view of a man describing their mothers and just like describing their moms like breasts and hips and like why, or like seeing a child and describing, and it's just like gross, first of all. But it just goes to show you that that's kind of something that they do. And I get a lot of people when I make those videos be like, oh, women sexualize men, and yes, they do. The difference, I believe, is that the and obviously exceptions to everything, exceptions to the men, to the women, exceptions to everything, of course. But from what I've seen, the writers who sexualize the men in their books, usually those men are the love interests being sexualized by the person that is interested in them. both emotionally and physically. So it makes sense. Oh, sorry, this thing was just like, verify that you are, what the fuck? Hold on. Verify to continue. That was weird. Anyway, so that is what I think would so that is what I think is a difference. So like if I'm reading the point of view of somebody who is looking at the person that they're actually interested in having a relationship with and they're sexualizing them, I don't blink an eye because it makes total sense. What I do have a problem with is like the over sexualization of everything. And if they have no other characteristics other than that, is when I have an issue with that. So no, I do not believe that every guy out there, that there's no man in the world who can write a woman. That is a ridiculous blanket statement. But there's enough of them that I feel like I have the grounds to be able to poke fun, essentially. And then I poke fun, and sometimes I do stuff that is not just things that I've read, but things in the world, like just opinions from people. Sometimes I get inspiration from posts that Redditors put. Like, am I the asshole for this? Like, yes, and you're sexist. So like, so I get inspiration for that series from everything. But since it's men writing women, I just kind of like tweak it a little bit. But yes. So pause here, back to here. Hey, beautiful. Hello. I looked into it. I don't see the Adobe one anymore. OBS is still there and kicking. I'll have to check that out, but yeah, I'll have to check that out. It's really annoying, isn't it? But yes, I have to check that out. Thank you for checking it out for me as well. Wow, I've not seen you in about ages. Hello, welcome back. Or I guess me, welcome back. Both of us, welcome back. You basically run OBS, then load Instagram and follow the live instructions. And is it safe? Like, am I gonna get a weird virus or something? I know that I just sound like a grandma just now, but just like, is it weird? Basically. Okay, pause here. OBS Studio for a computer is open source streaming software. I mean, I'm pretty sure streaming service, it means programs like Streamlabs or OBS Studio. Well, the good news is that a bunch of you guys have now said OBS. So that tells me that that is a thing that is like standard and common, which is good. I love your videos. Thank you so much. It means the world to me. I appreciate it. Adobe is so expensive, it is, but I do so much editing that I bought the basic because I needed it. Google OBS Studio, multiple streams at once. Oh, that would be good. Then I could do like YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and all that stuff only in one. Maybe that's how I see it. And when I see all my mutuals, they like do that. Maybe that's how that happens. They tried and they failed. Reverend Mother Mohiam, they tried and died. Oh, well. Stephanie has taught one thing. It's to go to book clubs and tell the cute girls, men can't write women. That is not true. That is not true. Feminist white knighting equals guaranteed connections equals you'll get her number. That is not true. That's not true. I think it's more of like a discussion as to like why. Like, I don't think a blanket statement of like men can't write women period would do. I think it's just, you know, a discussion to be had. Sigmund Freud would be proud of these writers. Agreed. Open source software is the best to use. Interesting. Hi, Dabs team. Keeping it real. Hi. Okay, I'm caught up here actually. So pause here. I'll be back here. We got to go out, girl. Just use the force. That's true. I'll be fine. Absolutely. Oh my god, am I caught up everywhere? Oh my goodness. That's fun. What do you think, TikTok? Should I stop this live to see if I can get you guys on my computer and then try to go on Instagram on my phone? What do you think? Or are you guys like, that's annoying? If it doesn't work, I'll come back, obviously. What do you guys think? Yes? Okay, I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna set it up with you guys here because there's no point in like doing it now. Hold on. So like I'm gonna set it up first to see if it works. And then I wonder if it'll let me use my camera for both YouTube and Instagram all at the same time. Or TikTok all at the same time. Uh, wait, no. Wait. Ah! No. What is this? Oh, interesting. But that's not what I want to do. But interesting to know that I can. What the hell? Where am I? Where did this take me? What is happening in the world? No. No, hold on. I don't want to see lives. I want to do a live. Shh. Hold on. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to see if I can. Now I don't even think I can go on TikTok on my computer, like go live. What the? Go live with more ease and better engagement. Free download. I have to download something to go. What? Okay. Okay, the answer is I can't. Or if I can, then I don't know how, and I can't figure it out. So, forget that. We're not doing that. We're staying how we are. And I'm moving because I am. Oh, God. Oh, everything was falling asleep. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. Ooh, this lighting is awesome. Not over here. This lighting sucks, but this lighting. Hello there. Okay, let's see what we got going on here. Have you read Ender's Game? I did read Ender's Game way back in the day. Or any good sci-fi. I don't read a lot of sci-fi. I've read some, but not a lot of it. Um, I am watching an adaptation of a book that is sci-fi right now. It's on Netflix. It's called Three Body Problems, and it's really good. So I'm guessing the book is probably amazing as well. Mm, mm, Hi. Are you gonna get LASIK? Probably not, because I'm terrified. Team Black or Green? Definitely. If we're talking about Targaryen over there, then definitely stand with that. I think it's black, right? Alicent is green, and I do not stand with her. It'll be okay, thanks. Um, who are some of your favorite YouTubers? I don't really. I think a lot of my favorite YouTubers are basically the same people that I follow on like TikTok and stuff like that, which are a lot of my like sort of like nerdish people, like my nerdy creators. They're basically the same. Yeah, the same ones. Mm. Oh, it's not a sweater from my store. Wait, if I have a sweater, would you guys want a sweater? Would you guys want merch from me? Because I can create some pretty cute merch. Not this one. This one I can't create. Okay, pause here. Actually, I'm caught up here. Let me come here. Um, Yeah, I tried playing it with it. There's only 2 people on my TikTok, and I really wanted to play with it so I can also do Instagram, but it's not working out. You're naturally pretty. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm so upset that I couldn't. Let me try one more time to get TikTok to work on my computer. I just don't think it works. Wait, actually, let's Google that. Can you go live on TikTok on computer? Oh my god, you need to do the OBS thing. Because it's only compatible on Windows. And if you don't have Windows, then you need to download a third party streaming software. Okay. So it sounds to me that I'm just gonna need to start getting something like that because that is 2 places that require it. That's annoying. That is obnoxious. You're back! Yay! Awesome. Hello. Well, hello to you. Welcome back. Um, Loved your MCU Blip series. Thank you. I'm still gonna continue that series. I had stopped it while the strikes were happening. And I've been meaning to bring it back. I have an idea for it, and I've just been too lazy. But it's coming back, I promise. Thank you so much for liking that series. That's one of the tougher series that I have. I want some Stephanie Matarazzo merch so my future girlfriends can ask, "Did you get that from another girl?" And we can get into glorious fights because they aren't as hot as you. That is very thought out. That is very thought. That is a great reason to have merch for me, though. I think so. You've convinced me that I should get merch. Um, that's hilarious. Yeah. What are you reading currently? I am currently, unfortunately, not reading much. I'm supposed to be reading Ruthless Vows, which is the second one from Rebecca Ross. I keep saying that, but I just have not had time to pick it up. I did also just order another book from a indie author that I found through TikTok. It's called, hold on, I forget what it's called, but I have it right here because I pulled it up for earlier. It's called From the Mouths of Sirens. And I am really excited to read it because she describes it as like a mix between Little Mermaid, Hunger Games, Pirate of the Caribbean type thing. And I love that vibe. So I can't wait for it to come. She's right now selling first editions and they're signed and they're great. And I saw a video where she was a little self-conscious because she's like actually reprinting them because some of her first editions have a couple of like misspellings that she missed. But to me, that just like made me want to jump on the first edition more because I'm like, girl, I'm gonna support you from the beginning because if she blows up, I have a first edition. And it's signed, and the dust jacket is beautiful. So yes, it's called From the Mouths of Sirens. She's selling them on TikTok Shop as well. So yeah. Do you read self-help like Rich Dad Poor Dad and How to Win Friends? I do not read self-help. For me, reading is definitely more of an escape. 100% is an escape. It's like watching a movie or a TV show or something like that. That's what reading is for me. So I don't really love to read to learn new things. I know that sounds weird. But I like to read to get lost in a story. So yeah. um yes, seek information on it. Yes, like I said, it's called From the Mouths of Sirens. Let me actually look it up, see if I can look up the author because it doesn't say in my email. From the Mouths of Sirens. It is the author's name is Abigail Hare. So you can look her up. I was saying earlier that this is why I want to make my Discord so that we could have like book clubs, and then maybe we could all be reading the exact same things. I want merch so my girlfriend will research who you are and fall in love with you and steal the merch from me. Yes, love that plan. Absolutely. To wear herself, yes, as she should, and I would have cute nerd merch that I haven't come up with yet, but that's what I would have. Yes. um, do you feel like people over a certain age should get over youth fiction and move to more age appropriate literature? That what Harry Potter actress said. No, I don't. I think that especially when you're reading to be entertained, I don't think that there's like an age limit. I think it's based on your preferences. Like some people might not like things that are written for a younger audience once they get older because preferences, because they're looking for something specific to read, because they're looking for a specific vibe. Um, in which case, obviously, that's okay. But I think at the end of the day, just like reading is so personal. Um, I would never tell somebody to not read something just because it's not like somebody's vibe, or I don't know. That to me has the same vibe as telling people that they I don't know if you guys saw that there was a video that somebody went viral for because they were like saying that they had an ick because they saw another video of this man learning how to skateboard, and he's like, I don't know, 30 years old, 40 years old. I'm not sure how old the man was that was trying to skateboard. And she was saying that she was getting the ick because that's just like not something that that's something that you should only do as a teenager. That seems wrong to me. I think that at the end of the day, like if you're doing something that is fun, that is not hurting anyone, um, there is no limit, like age limit for like that kind of stuff. I just think that, yeah, I think that especially the older people who are still into Harry Potter, like myself, I put myself in that category. That's because probably we started reading it when we were young, and it's personally means something amazing. It fills us with nostalgia of a time when we felt that magic. And I actually have friends who are reading it now for the first time because they didn't get into it back in the day. And they're just amazed that they also get into the magic. Again, it's for fun. I don't think that there's such thing as like, oh, once you're over the age of whatever, then you can't enjoy this anymore. I again, if you're not hurting anyone, I think that's silly. Mm, you wouldn't get weirded out by Harry Potter themed wedding? Nope. I would not. I think that weddings are a celebration of people. And if somebody has a Harry Potter wedding, that means that Harry Potter means something to the people who are getting married, probably to both people who are getting married, because otherwise they probably wouldn't have a Harry Potter themed wedding. And if that's the case, then if it's supposed to be a celebration of two people, and they find this important enough to be in their celebration, then why wouldn't I be happy that I get to share in something that they find important, um, to their relationship, that I'm there to celebrate, if that makes sense. So yeah, no, I wouldn't. I think I would just have fun. I love themed stuff anyway. I've never been to a themed wedding, but I've been to plenty of themed parties and events and occasions. So sign me up. Hi. Do you like Harry Potter? Yes. Love Harry Potter. It's the reason that I got into reading and writing in the first place. Okay, pause here. Come here. At what age did you really get into reading? I got into reading at 9, when I was 9 years old. It started with Harry Potter. I got it. I got the first book at like a Scholastic book fair because I we had to read books and take like quizzes to get points or whatever the heck. And and I picked up Harry Potter. The movies hadn't come out yet, and but they were going to in within like the next year or something like that. So I read them, and I was obsessed with it, and I kept wanting to read it. I mean, I barely knew English, and at some point, I was reading with my mom at first, and I got really tired of waiting for her because I wanted to read more of it, and I just like picked up a dictionary. Mind you, when I reread the book a while later, I realized how much I did not understand on that first read through, but it got me obsessed with reading it. I read the other ones. I started writing fan fiction. Like, it got me into writing and stuff like that. So, yeah, that age. I will change the smoke detector, I promise. I can't do it myself. The ceiling is too high. So I need help. I can't change it myself. I'm so sorry. I know that's so obnoxious. Have a good evening from Germany. Oh, yay. Thank you. Need to see your boyfriend in some sketches? Absolutely not. Well, maybe, but probably not. Um, why not? Why not? What? 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 Is he boyfriend? He doesn't want to be. I feel like that's what you're asking, maybe. Um. Okay, hold on. Pause here because I'm actually caught up, and then come here. What is your favorite book? I don't really have a favorite book. I'm really bad about answering that question of like favorite book, favorite movie, favorite song, favorite art. Like I'm really bad at answering that question. However, I will say like, and I've said it. I think the book that gives me the most like nostalgic, fuzzy vibes are the Harry Potter books because again, they're the ones that got me into reading and for the longest time in school I had a hard time making friends and so to me my friends were um my books basically. Oh, that sounds weird to say, but yes. So Harry Potter books. Do you feel like being a woman insulates you from stigma for reading what you do? If you were a man, do you think people would respond the same way to the book content you put out? I think people would enjoy my content even if I were a man. Yes, and the reason for that is because, or the reason I know that is because I've seen men who do. Sorry, I just heard clapping. What was that? I reached my live goal. Oh, yay! Thank you. DMS. Thank you so much for. Is that how I reached the live goal? Thank you, regardless, for the friendship necklace. Thank you. I appreciate it. Did you see the confused? I was like, what was that? Thank you. I appreciate that. Yay, I reached my live goal. Thank you so much. That was really nice. Um, that was awesome. That I was like, what? Thank you. um, uh, anyway, thanks. That's right. I'm like, I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, yes, thank you. Yes, anyway, I've seen other men do content that is bookish content. Obviously, it doesn't look the exact same way that I do. They do it their own style, but like I've seen people poke fun at certain things about books. I've seen people poke fun at the way this trope happens or whatever. And at the end of the day, I think that if it resonates with people, it resonates with people. Whether it's like from a man or a woman, it just resonates, you know? Sorry, I was like, what is happening? Um, you can tell Steph is so artsy because she loves the smell of D books and vanilla. That's true. That's true. That's such like a basic book nerd thing of me. If you were the girl in Twilight and Uhtred from the Last Kingdom and Chris Hemsworth were trying to date you, which one would you pick? Um, Uhtred. Uhtred from the Last Kingdom, hands down. That yes. Don't get me wrong. Chris Hemsworth would be in a running, and don't get me wrong. If it was like a throuple situation, even better. But if I had to choose just one, if this was a love triangle, it'd be Uhtred who would win for me. By the way, I'm in Barbados and love your content. Thank you so much. I appreciate that very much. That means the world. Thank you. And awesome that you're in Barbados. That's amazing. Okay, pause here. Come here. That's such a cute story. How you learned to read. Thank you. Do another one. Another what? Sorry, another what? I'm so sorry. You rock. Thank you. So do you. Are you related to Mike? I don't know. Which Mike though? I always get asked if I'm related to Gaten Matarazzo, which is the kid from Stranger Things. Because we have the same last name. But I've not heard if I'm related to a Mike. Regardless, I'm not. Oh, set another goal. Okay, how do I do that? How do I set another goal? How did I even set the goal in the first place? Oh wait, it just came up. Hold on. Set up a new goal. Oh, I can pick other things. I don't know how that works. Let's do something cute. Okay, I don't want something that requires a lot of points because I think that's taking advantage of you guys and I don't want to do that. I didn't even know how to set that goal in the first place. Okay, these are who the fudge is doing 20,000 coins? No. No, we're not gonna do that. Okay, the friendship necklace was 10 coins, so let's do something that's similar. It's a tiny diny! I'm gonna do the tiny diny. Confirm. Confirm. Oh, wait. Describe your live goal. How can your viewers help you achieve your live goal? I don't know. Um, cute little dino. I don't know. I don't know if that's. Ah, shit! I just took it out. Dang it! Dang it! Cute little dino. I said. No, where did my dino go? Confirm. Confirm. I think I did it. I think I did it. Yay! Ah, that's so cool. Do you guys hear it? Do you guys hear it? Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Sadie. I appreciate it for my tiny dining. Yay, that was so yes. It isn't it cute? I think I picked a cute one. I think that was adorable. Or I don't know. Maybe. I thought it was cute. That's awesome. And thank you for the roses. You guys are so nice. I appreciate that. Oh, thank you, Jonathan, for the heart me. Oh, you guys, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Um, some people set. Oh wait, it just jumped and I lost. Some people choose lions. 29,000. No, basically 30,000 coins. No, that's dumb. I don't want you guys doing that. This is supposed to be like for funsies, not like, not like, I don't know. I feel like this is supposed to be for funsies. If that makes, you know what I mean? Like cute little, like putting the coins in an arcade thing. Like that's kind of what that's for me. Not like put your life savings on it. It's just like let's like I don't know, put like a quarter to get like something from a vending machine, something like that. Anyway, that's what I think. Okay, pause here. I'll get back. Let me see what's happening here. Um, is reading romantic pulp fiction novels a good way to find out what a woman wants in a guy? Yes and no, because hold on. First, it depends on what kind of book you read. I think yes if you don't take it literal. No if you do. Because there are some things that happen in books that like are great for books. It's like a fantasy. It's a story. It's a made up fantasy in your head, and they're fantastic in the book. The best example I can give to you is, since we a lot of people know the story, let's go back to Twilight, right? Um Edward goes into her bedroom and watches her sleep because he finds her fascinating. Mind you, I personally did not like this back like do not like this, but I did think it was romantic when I was a child. Do I want a person to break into my house to watch me sleep? No, absolutely not. Do not do that. In fact, I strongly advise you against that. So, if you were to take it literal, you'd get arrested. But I think if you think about, like, what is this person trying to say when they're like, "Oh my god, this is so romantic." Do they want literally for that? Or do they want the sentiment of, like, feeling like, "Oh, this person finds me fascinating even when I'm sleeping." Like, enjoys speaking to me, enjoys listening to what I have to say, like finds me interesting, like in my hobbies and my opinions, like so that's what they actually find romantic, not the literal fact that this person is breaking into their house to watch them sleep. Does that make sense? So I think if you read what your partner is reading that they find romantic, I think deeper into like why they would find it romantic, not literal, and why they would find it romantic. Especially if your partner reads dark fiction or dark romance, I mean, do not take it literal. For the love of God, do not take that literal. Get the sentiment, not the literal. But yeah, so that's kind of what I have to say. I'm not sure if I explained myself properly, but yeah. Um, but yeah. I did a long answer, so pause here. I'm gonna come here and I'll be back. Any tips on how to make a female warrior character? Yeah. Honestly, the tip is do it the same way that you would write a man, unless you're specifically using like her femininity for something. But even then, this is a person. So, like, like if it's a warrior, that means they know how to fight. That means that they're smart. That means that they, all these things. And so, just how a man would be good at that, if it's a female warrior, it's the same thing. Also, don't forget that they're still a full person. So, like, do they have things about it that they don't like? Do they have things about it that they're not good at? Do they have things about it that they're exceptionally good at? Do they have, other things that they enjoy outside of that? Um, you know, just because they're a warrior doesn't mean that they're only one thing. And I think as long as you really think of them as like full people with lives and likes and dislikes and all that stuff, I think you'd be able to write any character without falling into the trap of like, you know, the men writing woman satire type thing that I do. Hope that helps. Mm, I'm so lost. I like your expressions. I remember the video from Zootopia you did. That was very good. Thank you. That was such a long time ago. I should repost that. That was a funny one. That was funny. Thank you for reminding me of that. That was great. Or maybe I'll do it again. That was funny. Famous Stephanie the Librarian, if only. What did you have for eggs? For breakfast. Jesus Christ. What did you have for breakfast? I had eggs. I had 2 hard-boiled eggs. Okay, pause here and come here for a second. If you could have both the Uhtred or Chris Hemsworth, would you accept this if everyone was cool with it? If we all vibed, yeah. If we didn't vibe, then no. Um, what is your favorite place to travel? I absolutely love the beach. So I'm big in beachy areas, or if not the beach, then I really do like places that where you can walk around. Uh, yeah, but mostly beach. I like the warmth. Are you famous in your local community? If I go to Miami Beach and walk up to some hot woman there, would you mention you be a good seg into getting their interest? Absolutely not. I hate to break it to you. I am not famous at all. I have been recognized once though, which I actually didn't know was happening. I was told later what was happening, and I was like, "Oh, my bad." Um, but yeah, no, no, it would not work. Most people would not know who I am. No, no. um, I am not a Pisces. I'm actually a Scorpio. I love your glasses. Thank you. Cats or dogs? Cats. Specifically, if I could have a black hyperallergenic cat. Lizards or rats? I've never held. Well, I've never held a rat. I've held a lizard, but I've had a hamster, which is comes close to a rat. So I guess that maybe I don't know. Actually, depends. Most of them freak me out. It depends. It depends. It depends. Pause here. Back here. Um, that's breaking entry a felony. Yes, that's true. Yes, if you don't want a felony, do not do that. Yeah, I know. I need to change the battery of the smoke alarm. I know. I can't reach it on my own though, so somebody else needs to do it for me, and I'm waiting for that. Um, whoa, so greedy. Two hot men she wants. I bet she could get this if she tried. I don't know if I could. Thank you for having the. Wait, you just asked me that over there. Hello. Did you think I didn't notice? Hold on. It's you. You're the same person who put the scenario. I see you. um, I see you. Well, I'm cut up here, so pause here, back here. Rat Kingdom. Oh gosh. Do you do Soul Cycle? I do not do Soul Cycle. I'm not a fan of cycling. If I do it, but not like, but whenever I've had to do like a full class with cycling, I've thought that I was gonna die. So I try not to do it. um, Carson the Cool. That's hilarious. That is a really cool name. Hey, beauty. Hello. How are you? I know, you guys. I know the battery thing. I know. I know. I know. Next time I go live, I promise that you guys will not be hearing the smoke alarm. Most cutest laughter. Thank you. Do you do yoga? I at some point did yoga. I was really into yoga at some point. Especially back in college, I was the person who would leave like a get together early because I'd be like, guys, I have to go because I have yoga at 7:30 tomorrow, and everyone would be like, what the fuck? But no, I don't really do yoga like that anymore, unfortunately, because I did really enjoy it, and I probably need it. Me gusta más cuando hablas un poquito de español. Bueno, aquí te estoy hablando español a ti. Mm, I'm really bad at meditation because my mind does not quiet. I'm always like, I should do this, and I need to do that, and after this, I'll do this, and then. Although at the end of yoga, you know, when you like lay down, you do the shavasana, whatever it's called, and you like lay down. I did sometimes almost fall asleep. I don't know if that counts as meditation, but it was a good nap. My brain is too fast. Yes, basically, honestly, it's because of the anxiety. Um, you don't cuss, right? I do. I do. I don't like. I guess I don't do it very often. So maybe that's why it doesn't seem like I do, but I do. I do. Why? I know. I know. I know. The smoke alarm. I know. Do you do paleo or keto or any painful diets? No, I do not. Uh, I have done painful diets in the past, but only for like a week or two to kind of like reset after like a vacation or something. I'm a Scorpio too. Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio. We're the best. What is your favorite curse word to say? That just reminds me of that Miranda. What's her last name? Cosgrove Grove thing. I actually do cuss a little. Yeah, like, and then it's like, what is it? What's your favorite word or whatever? And then she goes, probably fuck. Sorry, that just yeah. In Spanish, it'd probably be like maybe like mierda or something like that. I've been on for, by the way, I've been on for an hour and 46 minutes. That's a long time. You're too funny. Thanks. Favorite book? I am so bad at answering this question. I always feel like I disappoint people when they ask me like what my favorite book or movie or anything like that is because I don't have any. I think the only question that I could ever answer like what's your favorite whatever, it probably like favorite food, which is mashed potatoes, by the way. But I'm really bad at that question because there's so many books that I love. So the most boring answer ever, I always defer to like the book that gives me like the most sentimental um feelings, which are the Harry Potter books, because that is what got me into reading. So yeah, I know it's like, but yeah. Hi Steph, hello Cryptoman. Uh, mm, mm, mm. One of the reasons I got into reading Harry Potter, yeah. Are you really rich from your social media accounts now? No. I make enough to like maybe buy myself a cup of coffee or two a week, but no, no, no. Social media doesn't pay very well unless you have millions of followers, like across the board. Then maybe, but most social media platforms do not pay very well. Um, so unless you have a shit ton of followers like everywhere, then maybe. And then the other way that people that do social media, the way that they make money is through brand deals. But even then, some of them are exchanged for like product or like an event or something. They're not, sometimes they don't even get paid for those. It depends on what it is. Obviously, it depends. But yeah, yeah, people. Yes, there are ways to make a lot of money through social media. Don't get me wrong, but you just need to a be very smart about it and b unfortunately, unlike back in the day when if you had like you know 10,000, 20,000, 30,000 followers, like that's almost nothing now as far as like getting paid. Like I said, I do enjoy a good cup of coffee or two, but it doesn't like it doesn't fund a vacation or anything like that. No, yet. That's I'm manifesting. um, mm, my favorite book trope is probably a the enemies to lover book trope, and more specifically, within that, I love the. It's so basic, I know, but it's my favorite for a reason. I absolutely love the one bed trope within the enemies to lovers trope. Love that trope. Love, love, love. Yeah, that's probably why most of the books that I read are like that. It's like the same formula, but it's such a good formula. It's so nice. Same thing. I don't care. I'll read it over and over again. Um, Favorite food is the mashed potatoes. Love mashed potatoes. Um, um, which YouTuber are you gonna collab with? Are we gonna see some sparks fly between you and Logan Paul? I ship it. I haven't. I is that the guy that's doing the fight, or am I confusing him with someone? Um, I'm not sure who that. Like, I think that's the guy who's doing the fight. Um, the people who I would collab with, I have a couple of people of like mutuals who do fandom content, like which I love. So those are probably the ones that you'd see me collab more with. She loves enemies to lovers. I mean, she's gonna end up falling for a man who writes poorly about women. No, no. Enemies to lovers does not mean that they don't have a respect for women. And the characters that I write for the men writing women, like the poorly written woman, do not have respect for women. So nothing like that. Um, I don't. The lighting on the YouTube is just not very good, but the lighting over here on TikTok, it's good lighting. Like, it's making my skin look real good. Oh god. Do you ever look at your own fan? Oh, I'm not sure what that is. I'm not sure what we're trying to say there. Sorry. Just really good lighting, like I said. Oh, my own fan pages. I do not have fan pages that I know of. The closest I've gotten to a fan page was somebody on TikTok who was putting up my content, and I was really upset about it because it was like, why are you using my content as though it's yours? But then I scrolled down and they did it to somebody else before me, and then they did it to somebody else after me, and I was very confused. Anyway, um, but yeah, I don't have fan pages that I know of. If I do, let me know. But I don't think I've ever seen a fan page of myself. No, 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 no. Sorry, it's not like it's not like that. I just have not seen any. Um, it's okay. I'm not at that level yet. I know where I am, but one day. um, I'm not, really not a famous YouTuber. Thank you for thinking that, but I'm really not. Do you notice some commenters more than others? No, I try to read everyone's comments. I think that for the most part, most of the lives that I have don't have like they don't have hundreds of people chatting with me at the same time to where like maybe I'll get lost. Um like there are times when it gets a little confusing when I'm like going back and forth because there's like multiple chats, but other than like temporarily confused, I don't think I've ever had a live where I can't just like scroll up and find it. Obviously, there might be things that I've missed if there's like if it really is like a more lively chat. I might accidentally miss one or two here and there, but like I there's never I'm not over here. I don't think that there's anybody like that. I'm mostly looking. I try to look at everyone if I can. Hello, you're very beautiful inside and out. Thank you. I appreciate that. If you want me to, I can make your first fan page. Thank you. That's very sweet. It's up to you. Like I'm not gonna force anyone to do a fan page. I don't even know what a fan page would do. Like, what does that mean? Like, what would happen? Because I didn't love how that person was like taking my content. Because I was like, "Are you? Does that mean that you get paid for my content?" It's very confusing. Um, but yeah, I don't know what a fan page does. If it's respectful, sure, you can do that. So I feel like really weird asking, like being like, sure. I don't know. It feels like, oh. Anyway, social anxiety. This is fun stuff. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Also, I will take any last couple questions because I have been on for almost 2 hours and I'm tired. My hand is tired, my voice is tired. So yeah, if you guys have any last minute questions, let me know. I will answer them right now. And then I will see you guys later. And I will obviously at some point I am really gonna try to make it the Discord. I just have to figure out how to do it because it's very confusing to me. Um I mean I made it. I just like how do I put channels and I'll figure it out. I just haven't sat down and actually done it. And then I wanted to do apparently you can make your own little like emojis. I want to do that. I want little emojis. Anyway, so that's that. So I'm gonna read the final questions and then I'll say bye. Um, are you still a news reporter? Yes and no. I was a news reporter. I'm still in news, but I am not in front of the camera anymore. You could definitely plug your own YouTube and TikTok on your broadcast. I should, right? I should. Guys, I do have a YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. They're all under the name Steph underscore Matarazo. You could find me anywhere. Um, so please follow me in those places, and yeah, I would appreciate it. Happy Easter! Happy Easter! Make the cool edits. Ooh, I do like the cool edits, like the ones you know the cool edits, like the that people take from movie TV show characters that they're like say something and then they put the music like I love that. If you were to do that, I would totally be down. I've always wanted that. That would be really cool. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. But I won't beg you for it. But if you happen to do it, tag me. Just let me know. But like, no pressure. But like, also that sounds cool. Anyway, I feel awkward. But yeah, that feels cool. Anyway, I'm gonna continue. You should go relax. Yes, after this, I'll definitely after I finish reading your last messages here, I'll go. Hello and bye. Hello and bye to you. Where are you from? I was born in Venezuela. No wonder Venezuela has all the beauty pageant winners. We did actually at some point have a lot of them. That's true. That's very true. But thank you. Okay, pause here. Let me see what you guys here. Where's your man? Is he in MMA class? He is watching jujitsu fights. Hello from Boulder, Colorado. Wow, my accent was about to come out a lot. Colorado. Yes. Hi. Nice to meet you. And I feel like I'm in a good spot. I think I've caught up with everyone. So I'm just gonna say bye. Thank you guys so much for a great live. I know it's Saturday. I know it's like for some people who celebrate it, it's like Easter weekend and whatnot. So thank you so much for hopping in and joining me, regardless if you were busy. Um, Cooking streams? No, no. You do not want to cooking streams from me. I do not cook very well. Will you do Twitch? I'm first trying to figure out Discord, and then I'll think about Twitch. I think that you need to take it easy on me because I don't know Discord and I don't know Twitch. So I feel like I need to focus on one first. But I have been asked about Twitch, so it's definitely something that's like in the back of my head. It's just like not in the immediate future. Um, do you want to join pageants? No, not particularly. I don't like the idea of the public speaking part where like they ask the question. Like that freaks me out. So yeah. Good for them that they can do it, but I get freaked out. I get really scared with that. Um, we need to be more patient. Yeah, absolutely. Because like I said, the Discord thing is like, yeah. I'll be making your video. Thank you. Tag me, please. That's so fun. Um, that's so funny. Okay. How's the book going? Oh, it's going really well. I actually finished my first draft and I need to figure out what the heck I need to do to start a second draft. Like what's the best way to approach it. So that's where I am right now. Just trying to figure it out. I also gave myself some time because I everywhere I read was like finish the draft and then like stop, like put it away and then pick it up again before you start like kind of get yourself some time away from it. So yeah. Um I could totally see you saying Venezuela had a beauty pageant. I actually knew people who were getting trained, and I was asked at some point when I was really young, though I was like 14, and I was terrified, so I said no. Uh, but yeah, oh god, I know the smoke alarm. Um, can we be characters in your book? Maybe. I will never say where I get my inspiration for characters, or maybe I just make them up, and there are no inspirations. I will never tell, or at least I won't. I think I won't ever tell. As of right now, I would never tell. Um, okay, I think caught up. Okay, good. So anyway, thank you guys so much. I appreciate you. I'm so bad at revisions. I always shit first draft. Well, I would, but I found so many plot holes in this first draft that I have to definitely do some rewrites, like some major rewrites, unfortunately. Like, I don't even see this as draft number 2. I honestly think see this as like draft 1.5 because it's like that's how many things I found that are not plot holes necessarily. They're more like but my character's motives sort of changed midway through and her actions were just not matching, if that makes sense. So I just need to go back and change some things. Because it just wasn't a lot of things were happening to her, but she wasn't really making decisions anymore. She's like stopped making decisions at some point and things were just kind of happening to her. So yeah, so I need to go back and change that. Um do you wish there was a beauty pageant for men too? Oils you watch. I don't know what oils mean, but I think that if there's a scholarship pageant for men, I think that that would be cool as well. If that's something that they wanted to participate in, why not? Just tuning in. Where you reading this days? Hello. Well, I just ordered a book from this like independent author called. I keep forgetting. I've said it like 3 times and I keep forgetting. It's called. Hold on. From the Mouths of Sirens by Abigail Hare. I found her on TikTok and the premise sounded really cool, like a Little Mermaid meets Hunger Games meets Pirate of the Caribbean. So that's what I will be reading soon. And then I still haven't read, even though I've had for a while now, I haven't read uh, Ruthless Vows, which is the second one from Divine Rivals by Rebecca Ross. I still haven't read it. I need to read it. So those are the ones that are like in my sights right now. Would you watch a male beauty pageant? I don't think so, but not because it's like a male beauty pageant, but because I barely watch the women pageants, so I don't see myself suddenly being really interested in watching them. But just like the other ones, I'd probably watch little clips here and there. Because why not? Because I think it's interesting. Hey, what's up? Hey, I still need to, we still need to collab. We definitely need to collab. I haven't forgotten about you. I've just been, yes. Hi. Nice to see you again. He makes super cool content, Josh Alden. He and his sister make awesome, really hilarious content, guys. Um, sorry. That's exciting. Thank you. Uh, love you guys. Sorry, gotta go. Thank you so much for hopping in. I really appreciate it. Make sure to make the character name after me very handsome, just like the real life me, of course. I tried to follow you when I was in the US and I'm following you now in Italy. Well, hello. Sorry you couldn't follow me in the US, but I'm glad that you can follow me now in Italy at least. Um, okay. I think all caught up. I think I'll cut up. So I'm gonna hop out now because I've been live for 2 hours and 3 minutes at this point. It's been awesome chatting with you guys. I will hop in again as soon as I can. I promise. Um, if a movie was made about you, who would you want to play you? I'm not sure, but I would hope like a Latina actress would play me. I'm not sure who yet, but somebody Latina. I feel like yeah, but I'm not sure who. I have to think about that. Actually, I have to think about that. But yeah. Anyway, all right, bye guys. I'm gonna hop out. And I love you guys and thank you so much. You guys are fantastic, and I will see you soon. Bye. Wait, let me hop out of here first. Bye. Oh, such great lighting for me today. And goodbye here. Bye, guys. Shakira. No, I feel like Shakira. no, I feel like an actress, not like a singer. Even though Shakira's amazing. I know that Adama is amazing too. She's great. Anyway, I love you guys, but I need to go. So bye. See you later.